These not trying to stay on. Why? I don't know. I think we're gonna leave Korean dogs up to the Koreans.
Hey guys, Miss J's here, back with another video. So today we are getting ready to make a little lunch, just a small snack, okay? I've been having a craving for the Korean corn dogs with the potatoes. So I am going to make a knockoff of that, only I'm trying to take the easy way out. So I am going to be making the Korean corn dog using the already State Fair corn dogs. Of course, you know these already have their crust on them, but we're gonna make it do something just a little different to try and imitate, okay? So let me show you guys all of my ingredients and we're gonna get started, and this should be a quick, easy snack. Okay guys, as I said, I have my classic corn dogs from the State Fair, individually wrapped. I am going to be using some pancake mix. I have Krutzes, how you say that? Krutzes, but you can use whatever brand you want to use. Then, because I still want to keep my sort of cornbread, texture on the corn dog a little bit, I'm gonna mix or maybe lightly dust the corn dog before frying with some cornbread Jiffy mix. I have some mozzarella cheese here because of course the classic corn dog is just meat only, so I'm gonna try and wrap the mozzarella around the corn dog and then we're gonna dip it, okay? So to try and keep our mess to a limit, I'm going to use this cup not only to mix my mix in, but also to dip the corn dog. Here we have, of course, the pancake mix calls for 2/3 cup for a cup of the pancake mix, but I have a cup of water in here because of the Jiffy mix. So I'm trying to level out. I may not use a full cup, so we'll play that, by ear. I pulled out my microphones, so I'm hoping that you guys can hear me and it's not muffled or cut out or still low. But anyway, we're going to get started here. I only want to use this one cup, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour 2/3 cup of this water in here. We got our grease getting hot because of course we want to go straight from our mix to our grease. I hear y'all. I know y'all saying, now where is the potatoes? She didn't show that ingredients, but hold your horses. Here are my potatoes. I used Arita thin cut potatoes and I've already chopped them up, trying to keep them in the freezer for as long as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and get them on this plate because this is what we're gonna roll them in. All right, put the rest of this back in the refrigerator. Now I know some of y'all might be asking about how am I gonna get the hot dog in the middle warm along with the fact of cooking this on the outside at a good temperature. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. So I'm gonna take this corn dogs and I'm gonna put them in the microwave and defrost them for a few minutes, okay? And that way they're semi-cooked or warmed in the middle when we get ready to dip them. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we got our corn dogs in the microwave. I got them on defrost. just to give y'all a little tip, I found out that when it comes to reheating food or heating up breaded foods or frozen foods already cooked, you want to do auto defrost because it will help your food retain its moisture a little bit more than just reheating it in the regular microwave. Okay, so now we have our batter here, full cup, that we're just going to go ahead and put in here. This batter is only, if I can stop making a mess, this batter only calls for water, but of course we got to get a little sweetness in here. I think I want a little tad bit of garlic, just a little bit. Y'all know how we like garlic, but we got to be light on that one. And we're just gonna stir it up. Okay. All right, then we're gonna get our Jiffy in here just to get that cornbread taste. You know, Jiffy is light and fluffy, so just want to use a little bit, and then we're gonna save some just in case we need to dust it. Jiffy is gonna give us our sweetness we need, y'all. But I want it to be kind of thick so that it'll actually adhere to my corn dog. So you don't want to make sure it's not runny. You be the judge of whether or not you want to use more corn mix or maybe put a little bit more pancake batter, okay? That's a little runny for me. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna say that was probably a fourth a cup more of pancake mix. Okay, y'all, I think I want it about that thick. If you do it in the cup like I did, make sure you get down in the bottom and get some of that loose batter. Okay. Okay, y'all, I got about 3 corn dogs here. I got my cheese open. And you can use as much cheese as you would like. I'm gonna take my corn dog and I'm just gonna try to wrap it. My corn dog is sort of warm, so the cheese should be pliable. I think I'm gonna use 2 pieces just so I can make sure I get around on all sides. Cover that up. And I'm gonna sit it down and let it adhere just a little bit more. Move on to our next one, okay? This one's a little hotter than that one was, so hopefully cheese will stick a little bit better. Then we're gonna get us another piece. Gonna go around it again. That side, okay? Now I wanna show y'all that I put a little cornbread mix Jiffy on my plate. So when I make my corn dogs up, it won't stick to the plate and all my batter come off, okay? So we got our mix. We're gonna go down easy so we don't pull off our cheese. Mix it around, pull it up slow so we don't pull off our cheese. All right, and we're gonna go over here to our potatoes. Try to get those to stick. All sides. Trying to make sure our grease, give our grease time enough to get hot. You can try to stick as many potatoes as you want on here to your liking, or as less as you want, okay? So let's just put this down in here. So y'all, I'm seeing because of my cheese getting hot and melty, I gotta keep turning it so I can get it the brownness I want, because the cheese starts to pulling. All right, I saw a video not too long ago that said corn dog gone wrong. I think we got another one. So we're gonna try this without the cheese, since the cheese is pulling off, okay? We gotta find another way to do our mozzarella cheese on there. Maybe next time we'll split the corn dog maybe and put mozzarella stick in it with it. I don't know. Y'all know we'll find a way to make it though, okay? As you can see, cheese is coming off. It will eat still, okay? So that's what we got with the cheese. Okay, y'all. So like I said, our cheese on the outside didn't really work. So we're gonna do the corn dogs by themselves and roll them in our potatoes, okay? Gonna drip off that excess. Go back over here with our potatoes. Gonna press them in. Now, it stayed on the first time. These not trying to stay on. Why? I don't know. I think we're gonna leave Korean dogs up to the Koreans. Okay, y'all, there go our corn dogs without the cheese on them. They ain't cute. They're gonna get the job done. This one I think is about ready. Y'all see that? It's got some potatoes on it. That's all that matters, right? There's this one. Turn it over, give it a little bit more time on that side. Make sure the dough inside and the meat inside and got warm enough, okay? So, even though we had a little trouble, did a little struggling, we managed to still get it to do what we wanted it to do. Just ain't got full coverage. Get these extra potatoes out of here. Them good eats also. You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. Y'all see that one? Again, it ain't got full coverage, but it did enough of what we wanted it to do. Okay? Ain't as good as the Koreans, but you know. Alright. So, I didn't get to use my cornmeal that I had in this plate. I was going to make them up and do them, you know, get them ready. But then when the first I tested didn't turn out quite the way we wanted it to, I decided to put these over here. And now they got this dust on them, which I think may make a difference. So what I want to do is try to see if we can take this cornmeal already on the cheese as an extra layer. Maybe the cheese won't bubble up so much, but we're gonna see. All right, guys, as you can see, I did a couple of more off camera, and I got one here that's a little bit more like I wanted it to be. And I'm gonna tell you how I got there. You're gonna have to get up close and impersonal with it and play patty cake. So it can be done. It's gonna be a little messy if you do it that way, but it don't have to be. Get you some gloves and go on and play patty cake, and then lay it down in that hot grease and get it done. Okay. So let's move on to the table and see what they taste like. All right, y'all. We are here with the finished product. Trying to see which one I want. This one messed up and got the cheese on it. I want to see what that tastes like. I come to the conclusion that for the cheese, if you want it, you're gonna probably have to try to make you some cheese sauce. All right. Now I got some Chick-fil-A sauce here and some honey Dijon mustard. I'm just gonna take a bite of both of these. Still tastes like a corn dog. The cheese on it, of course, it got fried, so it's a little chewy, but it's still good. I prefer mustard, so I'm gonna go in on this one too with mustard. This one is one without the cheese. Should have did an ASMR on that one. It's got the crunch and it tastes good. This one I'm gonna probably finish. That's how good it is. Give me just what I want. Got some potatoes on there. So if you've tuned in to this video, we appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you're gonna go make this recipe, I hope you take the tips. You're gonna have to get in there with your hands and patty cake it. Make that potato stay. Maybe make you some cheese sauce on the side. But we want to thank you. And until our next video, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave us a comment. Let us know if you've ever made these on your own homemade. Tell us what you did and what you didn't do. And then we may try this recipe again. So we appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.